said that just 5 years, 40 million more. You are now looking at the 40 million more. I said that.
He said that.
I'm manifesting all that. He said by teaching, I believe that no one else did. So you gotta believe that. Especially when people think you're crazy, just keep going. Just keep going. Like I said, put yourself around positive people. That's what I'm uplift you.
I needed to use that as the opening scene for this week's video because I have footage never seen before that I'm about to share with you in a few moments. But before I get to show you, I need some of you to do me a favor. And I am not one to ever ask any of you guys to subscribe. But as of right now, while you're watching this video and I look at my phone, I am currently at 299 subscribers. I know some of you come back week after week to check out this content. For this week, can I just ask you to do me a favor? And if you're watching this video and you look down and you're not subscribed and you have a YouTube account, what are you doing? I need you to help me out. Click that subscribe and get me over the 300 mark. With that being said, let's get into this week's video. And for those of you who are new to this channel, this is a segment that I do on a quarterly basis where I sit down with you and I basically give you the rundown of what's going on in my life right now. Honestly, what I said in this video, let me just show you. Currently, January 1st, 2018. It is 3:12 a.m., -4 degrees. I'm on my way to my house right now. I am making this video because there is one goal that I want to be able to say by the end of this year that I completed. And that is for me to move out my parents' house. I just left my girl's house and there's just this one goal that I have in mind, and that goal is to be able to say I moved out this year. And when that happens, I have this video to play back and say, yeah, I did that and I said that. And all you gotta do is put your mind to it, and I promise you it will happen. And with all that, for those of you who don't believe me, not only seeing that footage, but listening to the words that I had to say. Like, I know it was me, but it overwhelms me because it's halfway through the year. And I literally, from the moment I made that video, 3 months and 9 days later, I literally moved out my parents' house. Now I'm here, living on my own. I can do and I can say whatever the fuck I want. And I'll be the first one to tell you, I didn't know that change was gonna happen so fast. It literally came 1, 2, 3. This is the last update that I have, which was back in January. And when it came to the second one of the year, I didn't make one because, like I said, my life was going 100 miles per hour every single day. But now that it's 3 months later, we can finally trash this one away. And don't worry, just because I don't have anything here doesn't mean I didn't do it. It just means I changed up my notepad. As of June 15th, 2018, I am currently working a full-time job, which is actually my second salary position. I'm actually picked up at my sleep. I'm at 40. My traveling, what the? Ignore that noise, that's actually my fridge. When it comes to traveling, I'm at 7 hours. Sometimes I hit that rush hour, and that's where the minutes add up to hours. The basics are basically the same. Then, as you can see for my entertainment, it has gone up. I started watching more shows and different series, all thanks to my lovely girlfriend who's put me on them. We currently just started season 2 of Westworld. And you know I've been waiting about 2 years for that. So I'm pretty excited. Can't wait to binge watch a few episodes this week. Next comes editing. I'm at 4 hours per video. So ending with social life, as you can see, I'm at 35 hours. It's actually increased from the beginning of the year, especially now that it's summer. We tend to be outside, meeting up for friends, going on dates, going to events. All these things add up. And for the last 3 months, this is how my 168 hours have gone. And with that, I'm left with 20 hours a week. I'm not there yet. You know what I mean? Like, those 20 hours, I don't know where they're still going. That's the whole point of doing this, is basically to check myself, to look at what's going on in my life right now and how I can get better for the next one I do it. I know this is random. I didn't mean to keep this footage in this video, but I just have to shout out Starbucks. Because this venti mango dragon fruit lemonade, they got a hit with this one. My girl tells me it's seasonal, I hope not, but this is the perfect drink for the summer. All right, long story short, I started recording this vlog last night. It just happened that I wanted to take a little break. That break turned into me falling asleep and waking up early this morning. So before I go to work, I need to finish this vlog. Why am I wearing this shirt and why is the title Being a Bad Son? Well, it's a play on words. When I started this video, I needed to get across a message. If you set your mind, like I said in the never before seen footage, if you have a goal and you have the ambition to do whatever it takes to get there, anything is possible. And I'm trying to relate that message across with you as an audience because it blows my mind that we're halfway through the year and there's been so many changes in my life in these 6 months that I myself don't even believe it. It never hit me right away that I live on my own. For example, one day I was just washing my dishes. I came into the realization like, yo, I'm on my own. It feels amazing. I don't know how to put it in other words. Being a bad son is because nothing against my parents, but it got to that point and it got to that age where right now I'm 24 years old. The way that white America does it is you raise your children at 18, you take them, you move them into college, they find a job, and then they move on their own. I didn't take that path. And a lot of Hispanic parents don't really kick out their kids. I know a few friends of mine who say that they will be living with their parents until they get married. And no knock to them because everybody lives the way they want. But it got to the point that I turned 24. I looked around my life. I said, hey, what's the next thing that I want to achieve? And one of those goals were to literally move on my own and be an adult. Plain and simple. And like I said, no disrespect to my parents, but it's not only them, it's every single parent. And maybe I will understand this the day I have my own children. But as of right now, I got to the age where I have values. And as their son who lived under the roof, I had to obey the rules and values, no matter if I agreed with them or disagreed. So I decided the best thing for me to do was move out their house. And it's crazy because I don't want to get too personal in this video, but my relationship with my parents now is on the next level. And it's crazy because my mom watches these videos sometimes. So I want to say, hola ma, thanks to my mom and thanks to my dad. I wouldn't be here without them. I'm 24 years old and I still have a lot of growing to do. And as of right now, I see the world as my oyster and I want to make this video to never lose that passion, never lose that fuel that I have inside me. And that's the reason I make these videos and I do my 168-hour updates is to not only check myself, but for you to check in and see like, yo, I can do it as well. I'm telling you firsthand, whatever you want to do, set yourself these small-term goals that are going to lead you to get to that point. As of right now, I don't think there's nothing else in life that feels better than setting a goal and accomplishing it. For example, a long-term goal is I'm 24. By the age of 30, I want to be making 6 figures annually. How is that going to happen? I don't know. But I know that I'm going to set those small-term goals to get there. And when I get there, I'll be able to share that with you. And what I can say right now is that when you manifest things into your life and you pursue them, nothing is impossible. And I just love that I can share my ups and downs and I can just sit here and open up, and that's it. I can only imagine how all over the place this video was just because I shot it last night and this morning. I feel like I got the message across. I feel better with all that being said. Hold on, there's actually one more thing I have to say. A few weeks back, I made a video called Help Me Get Paid. In that video, I expressed how I was thinking of creating a Patreon, but then I said, I don't think it's fair for the subscribers that I have, because the whole idea of that video was for you to pay me, plain and simple, for this content. Luckily, this week I came across an app called Cash App. I know I might be late on it. I figured that that would be the best way. So if you fuck with me and you watch these videos and you appreciate the content that I'm creating week in and week out, and you want to donate or tip me, go on Cash App. This is my username. And now with all that being said, I'll see you next week. Alright, so peep this. I'm going to share with you my idea for next week's video, especially for those people who stick around and watch my videos in its entirety. I only think it's fair for you to be the first ones to know. let's just say next week I'm gonna do something that I've always wanted to do. I've been working on it for the past 3.5 years. I finally found the perfect beat. So next week's video is gonna be my first and my last freestyle.